Welcome back, folks, to another exciting episode of the Chattabox podcast. I'm your host, Nicole Parchani, and today we're diving into the thought provoking topic of the difference between artificial intelligence and consciousness. In a world where technology continues to advance at an astonishing pace, it's important to explore these concepts and understand the boundaries that separate them. So let's embark on this journey of discovery together. When it comes to topics of the mind and technology, it's very easy for us to get caught up in the stories portrayed in the media about what these things are and what we can do with them. Uncertainty and ignorance can lead to the manifestation of fear and confusion that makes a lot of these ideas seem far out there, when really, they are not as intimidating as they seem. As a technologist, I think it's super important for the people to have an understanding of what AI is and how it differs from consciousness so that we, as users and consumers of technology, truly feel empowered to make the most of these tools rather than feeling enslaved by them. Before we dive into the nuances, let's first establish some groundwork. What exactly is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence, or AI, refers to computer systems that possess the ability to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. This involves algorithms, data processing, and complex computations. AI can analyze patterns, recognize images, translate languages, and even simulate emotions. The key word being simulate. On the other hand, consciousness is a complex and mysterious phenomenon associated with the human mind. It encompasses our awareness, subjective experiences, and the ability to perceive and interact with the world. Consciousness enables us to have thoughts, emotions, and self awareness. But can AI truly possess consciousness? That's the question that we will explore today. Let's break it down into two fundamental aspects: functionality and subjective experience. AI's functionality is based on programmed algorithms and data processing. It excels at performing specific tasks, often with superior speed and accuracy compared to humans. AI can analyze vast amounts of data, learn from the patterns, and make predictions. It operates within the realm of logic, without emotions or personal biases, despite what you may have seen in the media. AI can replicate our logical patterns based on enough data on how we operate, but it will never have any contextual basis for generating its own opinion on the data that it handles. It's a complicated black box that generates output based on the input and some weighing coefficients. If you train these models with garbage, no matter what information you put into the system, garbage in, garbage out, there's no awareness, just pure processing. Consciousness, on the other hand, is characterized by subjective experience. It involves qualia, the raw sensations, perceptions, and feelings that color our reality. It's the what it's like to be a human. Consciousness is not just about processing information, it's about experiencing the world in a deeply personal and subjective way. For computers, there is no what it is like to be a computer because machines lack awareness. They lack consciousness, despite the fact that they're able to convince conscious beings into thinking that it may be conscious through arguments of logic. The nuance here is what it is to be like. That is a quality that is very unique to who we are and should not be taken for granted. One of the critical aspects of consciousness is self awareness, the ability to reflect on oneself, have a sense of identity, and introspect. While AI systems can simulate self awareness, they lack the functional subjective experience associated with being conscious. Another intriguing distinction lies in the nature of decision making. AI systems, AI systems make decisions based on predefined algorithms and patterns optimized for specific goals. That's why you often see tools that are specifically for creating images or for creating, text and things like that. They are optimized for specific goals. Conscious beings, on the other hand, possess agency, a sense of free will, and the ability to make choices based on personal beliefs, emotions, and ethical considerations. To truly understand the difference between AI and consciousness, we must delve into the philosophical conundrum known as the hard problem of consciousness. This challenge revolves around the question of how subjective experiences arise from the physical processes in the brain. While AI can replicate certain cognitive functions, it is yet to bridge this gap and genuinely possess consciousness. I will also add that science, specifically neuroscience, has learned a lot about the mind and how it functions, but it has still not solved the hard problem of consciousness, hence why it's called the hard problem of consciousness. We are able to remove whole sections of the brain and still possess consciousness. Where consciousness lies within the body, if it even lies within the body, is still a mystery. Most of us assume that it all lies in the brain, but scientists have yet to define exactly where the source of consciousness lies within our brain, explain how it emerges from our brain, and where it goes upon physical death. Still, it is crucial to recognize the advancements in AI technology. Researchers are constantly pushing the boundaries and developing systems that can imitate human like behavior, engage in natural language conversations, and even exhibit emotional responses. But these capabilities are still far away from true consciousness. Again, it's imitating us, but it isn't us. It's imitating what it means to be conscious without actually being conscious itself. Again, it doesn't have a way to describe what it is like to be itself because there is no self from which it is being. One of the key challenges in understanding consciousness is the difficulty of objectively measuring and quantifying it. Unlike AI, which can be evaluated based on objective metrics such as accuracy or efficiency, consciousness is inherently subjective. It is the very essence of what it is to be human, and the attempts to reduce this into measurable parameters have proven elusive. Another important distinction between AI and consciousness lies in the nature of learning and adaptation. While AI systems can be trained to recognize patterns, adapt to new data, and improve their performance, consciousness involves a deeper level of learning, one that encompasses personal growth, introspection, and the ability to integrate new experiences into the sense of self. AI doesn't have a sense of self. Consciousness possesses a rich inner world shaped by our memories, emotions, and the meaning we derive from our interactions with the world. AI, on the other hand, lacks the emotional depth and subjective interpretation that makes human experiences so profoundly impactful. Furthermore, consciousness is inherently tied to our embodiment. The fact that we are situated within physical bodies that experience the world through our senses. Our body's experiences and the sensory perceptions profoundly shape our consciousness and contribute to our sense of self. AI by nature lacks this bodily presence and the sensory inputs that come with it. It's worth mentioning that the exploration of consciousness in AI research has led to valuable insights and advancements into our understanding of the human mind. By attempting to simulate consciousness, researchers have gained a deeper understanding of cognitive patterns, neural networks, and the intricate ways that the brain works. These findings have the potential to enhance our understanding of human consciousness itself. However, despite these advancements, the gap between AI and consciousness remains vast. While AI can replicate certain cognitive functions and even mimic human like behavior, it still falls short of experiencing the world subjectively. In the quest to bridge this gap, some researchers explore alternative approaches, such as creating artificial neural networks inspired by the structure and function of the human brain. By mimicking the biological mechanisms underlying consciousness, they hope to develop AI systems that can genuinely experience subjective awareness. However, this remains an ongoing area of exploration with many unanswered questions. Some argue that if we develop AI systems that perfectly mimic human behavior, indistinguishable from conscious beings, then we will have no way of confirming whether the machine possesses genuine consciousness or is merely it's a complex simulation. This raises profound ethical questions about the rights and moral considerations that we extend to such entities. Even with the way that we treat virtual assistants like Siri and Alexa, how do we talk to these systems? How do we treat them? And how does that sort of showcase our nature and how we treat one another? In our pursuit of developing advanced AI systems, it's essential to maintain a deep appreciation for the uniqueness and richness of human consciousness. Our consciousness grants us the capacity for empathy, creativity, moral judgment, the qualities that shape our understanding of the world and drive our actions. It is through our consciousness that we ascribe value to our experiences, how we forge deeper connections and discover who we are. It is the most priceless gift and the biggest mystery of our existence. AI can be an incredible tool to enhance our lives and to free us up to live more consciously, or through ignorance, it can amplify the worst traits of our society. The path that it takes ultimately lies within us. For without us, AI is purposeless. We have to remember that technology is a reflection of our nature. When we decide to come home to ourselves, to truly understand the depths and power of our consciousness, the world transforms with us, and the tools that we use to bring about connection reflect who we are. In conclusion, while AI continues to push the boundaries of what machines can achieve, consciousness remains a unique, enigmatic part of human existence. As we navigate the advancements in AI technology, it is crucial that we preserve our awe and reverence for the complex and profound nature of human consciousness.